Good evening. For the next 30 minutes, we promise you some of the most imaginative television entertainment that you've ever seen. Don't touch your dial. This is CINEKYD Theater. Hi, this is Bob Clark. And for those of you not familiar with this particular show, what you're going to be seeing is an entire television production created by children whose ages range from about 7 through 18 years. This entire show features our kids as actors, performers, technicians. It is the product of their efforts. To begin, we'd like to take you to a place far, far away, on the outskirts of town. There, on the top of a hill, looms a dark, old house. The secrets contained within its walls will be presented as we now bring you The Ghost of Telford Mansion.
Good morning. Did you sleep well? Guess not. Do either of you want any breakfast?
I don't think either of us are very hungry right now, Faith.
John, what did you decide to do?
I don't know. I mean, this house is legally ours, right? But I have a responsibility to my brother. And if anything would happen to him, or me for that matter, I don't know.
That's a shame. I don't think you should just give up.
Yeah, and I want to stay here.
Yes, Winston will get it. Good morning to one and all.
He's harmless.
You sure about that?
No. I'm not sure about anything anymore.
Mr. Cromwell, coffee will be ready in a moment.
Good morning. I didn't sleep well at all last night.
Is your car fixed yet?
Yes, it is. Funny thing, though, my mechanic says it has been tampered with. Have you had any kind of vandalism around here lately?
No, not that I know of.
John, I'm sorry to have gotten you off to a rocky start.
Maybe things are better off that way anyhow. I don't know if this would be the right kind of place for Bobby and me to live.
Speak for yourself. I want to live here.
Yeah, we know that, Bobby.
John, this place is legally yours. Reconsider. Give it a few more days.
A few more days in this place? I don't know, Mr. Cromwell.
John, I really wish you would consider staying.
Yeah, I can make it, you can make it.
Bobby, it's not a matter of sticking it out. I mean, between Winston and Aunt Zelda and that handyman, whatever happened to the mayor's son? And them two little girls that were here doing that book report?
I don't know.
John, give it a few more days.
I don't know. Faith has been great through all this. But I don't think anybody else in this house wants me or Bobby to stay.
And now for something completely different. One of the staff members, Miss Peggy Rastiello, has taken the job of bringing to your attention some of the young people who are a part of CINEKYD. Now, our boys and girls, in addition to being talented performers, live other very, very interesting lives as well. And tonight, Peggy's guest is young Scott Randolph, who has been a part of our organization since he was quite a little fella. He's now a high school student, very active not only in his academic pursuits, but in the field of athletics as well. Here then, Miss Peggy Rastiello and Hearsay.
Good evening, and welcome to tonight's edition of Hearsay. With me is Scott Randolph, age 16, who attends Hatboro Horsham High School, where he plays football and is on the swim team. Scott, why are you interested in sports? I mean, why do you play sports?
Well, I think I'm interested more for like the fun and the involvement of doing something I feel is fun to me, and I like the enthusiasm of going out on the field and
You like to win.
and like to win. Yeah,
You obviously are very team-oriented. What do you get from playing on a team?
to work with people and how to get along.
Mm-hmm.
You get to learn the dedication of being on a team, and you get, how do I want to put it? You get to feel that you have a responsibility, not just to yourself, but to somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you miss out, you're not just going to hurt yourself, you're going to hurt somebody else also. And like it's a team effort, everybody has to join in, and it's kind of the satisfaction of, doing something as a whole.
Do you feel that what you've learned from sports has helped you at all in your personal life?
To a degree it has. I think you become more aggressive when you play sports. Like you learn how to discipline yourself, and like when you go through the training period, becoming building yourself up physically, you have to learn that you have to have a discipline.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if you stop your sport and you go home, like if you want to exercise, you have the discipline to go out and do something, or you have the discipline to do something else you want to do.
So you learn discipline when you play a sport.
Sure.
Why do you swim? For how long have you been swimming?
My uncle, on my mother's side, there's a girl drowned in the lake,
Mm-hmm.
and he went in to save her, and he dove in the lake, and he hit a rock with his head, and he sunk under with the girl. And my mother swore that her children, when she has, and if she has,
Well, she obviously has had children.
Well, obviously has, yeah. And they will learn how to swim. And I learned when I was about 4, and as I progressed, like they taught us down at the community pool, the public pool, and as I progressed, I went to like advanced swimmer, and I was asked like if you want to swim on a swim team. I guess yeah, sure, because I like the sport. And
How long have you been swimming with the swim team there?
I think I started about 75, I think it was, and I swam in 76, 77. I think it's the last time I swam there.
And how long have you been on the swim team at Hatboro Horsham?
My first year.
This your first year?
Yeah.
How did you do?
Well, personally, I think I did all right. I improved as the season went along.
How did you personally improve?
Well, when I did the 100, for people that don't know, that's when you do 4 laps, 100 yards. I did my time was 1 minute and 5 seconds or something like that, and I was able to bring it down to 1 minute and 1 second.
That's
which
excellent.
Swimming is a pretty good improvement.
Yeah.
And then I was able to see the difference in my past years. Like when I stopped swimming for the half or pool, I was doing 19 seconds for one way, 25 yards, and now I'm doing 11. It's totally different.
That's a big improvement. Are you going to join next year on the swim team?
Yeah. The coach kind of told me that I should go out and be a part of the team again. I think I will.
Well, I think you're good at it. Tell me about football. How long have you been playing football?
When I was in 7th grade, the gym teacher, he told us, who wants to go out for football next year, and a couple of people said all right, and I had a friend that said, go on out. And I decided to see what it's like because he had a couple of drills that they do at the junior high, and I tried the drills and I liked it, and I thought, hey, this could be pretty fun. So I went out and I liked it, and I kept going, and I still like it.
What do you play? What positions do you play?
Well, I play guard for offense, and I play linebacker for defense.
What do you think about when you're practicing? What do you get from practice?
Well, practice prepares you for the game. And usually when you're right in this middle of the season, you have your practice, and then you have a game within a week. It goes with a week at time. So you'll be practicing for a week, have a game on a Saturday. Practice for another week, have a game on another Saturday, and so on. So your practice is literally prepared for the game. And when you go through the practices, sometimes you wonder why you're doing it in the midst of it, because you get pretty tired. And but after the practice, you feel good that I made it through this practice, and I feel good.
Well, what do you practice? Or when you do the drills, what are they? What do you do?
Well, they are designed to prepare you in the game. Okay. Every play in a game takes 7 seconds, and what the drills do for you is they prepare you to play 7 seconds real hard at your hardest, and then you stop, go in the huddle, and the huddle is like a little rest period, and you rest there for a couple of minutes, and then you go back out and you go for another 7 seconds real hard. Now you get some plays, 15, but they say 7 seconds is an average.
Do you think the stop and go adds to the excitement?
It makes it fun.
Do you review tapes or anything? I mean, how do you review?
What we do is we have a game Saturday, not Monday. We'll get a film and look at it and see our mistakes, and coach will stop the film and point out, look, you shouldn't have done that, you did that real good, or he'll point out the good and the bad points, which is not like that. But the I played JV, and JV doesn't really get the film too much because, don't get to see the film too much, because usually on the films they are playing a JV game.
Right.
So, but I will be seeing it a lot more this year.
What for you was your best season so far?
It would have to be this year, because this year the whole attitude was different.
Well, it was different. You won the Bucksmont championships, but
I was not used to winning attitude. I felt that I played a lot better because of the attitude, and physically I felt a lot better also. I felt I can almost do anything.
Well, what do you do
fitness.
in the summertime? What do you do? How do you keep yourself in shape year round? I mean, isn't that a problem?
We have to lift weights. Well, you don't have to, but it's advised that you do. And in the summer, I lifted a lot of weights. And we also have a thing called agility drills. That's to keep your balance and keep you, quick, and it's also to keep you breathing, so you get a proper, breath control, also your heart control. And we do this kind of drills over the summer, and it's all preparation.
Do you go to football camp?
Yeah.
How long do you spend in football camp?
Okay, we spend 1 week there, and we practice about 8 hours a day.
That's long.
And we go to bed about. We're supposed to be asleep by. Notice how it says we're supposed to be. We're supposed to be asleep by 11, and we get up like about 6 or so, and have our breakfast, and then practice between meals, and that includes after dinner.
Huh. Do you enjoy football camp? Do you get a lot out of it?
I enjoyed it, but.
Was this your first year for it, or have you gone before?
Well, yeah, this is my first year.
Do you think it contributed to your season at all, the way you played?
Well, you do You do contribute. Because like what they have is a JV team's varsity.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the JV will be like the second team. If you have the number 1 varsity offense playing the number 1 JV defense, is basically what you have.
And that's how you practice.
That's how you practice. So the JV team gets better as well as the varsity.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Tell me something, okay? What about the football hero myth? Is it really a myth? I mean, does it make it easier to get girlfriends if you can get dates if you're on the football team? And do you really date cheerleaders all the time exclusively, or is that just a myth?
I think it's just a myth.
So you don't just date cheerleaders, huh?
No, not me personally.
Well.
No, there are some people that, you know, they're considered football heroes, but, you know, they pick their own girls.
Oh. Tell me about the jock image. Do you find that teachers and other students treat you differently because you're on teams?
Get out of classes early.
Okay.
And that's about it. Like, you know, not many teachers like, you know, you walk up and say, I'm getting out of this class early, and they say, why? And they say, well, I'm playing a sport. And they say, well, get the homework assignment. They don't always seem too pleased that you walk out of their class.
Do you think that the amount of time you spend practicing and the amount of time you spend involved in sports, do you think it takes away from your grades at all?
Not really.
No?
I think, you know, I put in as much as I want to put into each.
As much as you want to put in.
I could put in more on either side. You know?
Right. Do you feel that people treat you differently at all?
Depends who it is.
Because you're on the football team.
People my age and older really don't, you know, they just, you know.
Treat you the same as if you weren't on the football team.
Well, yes, except when the season, you know, hey, you're on the football team, how'd you do yesterday? That would be about it.
Mm-hmm.
And people younger, you know, than me, you know, they look up, wow, you play high school football? You know, it's just like, yeah, I play high school football.
Do you think you want to do this professionally?
No. No. If I would go anywhere professional sports, it would have to be baseball. And the reason is that because of football, you're just like, you're almost like meat, you know, they just
right.
have to be more brutal. I'm not that brutal, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I would play maybe college football.
Mm-hmm.
That would be as far as I would go. That's even brutal.
Are your plans to go to college, and are you going to play football there?
It would have to be a small college because chances of making a big-time college football is so slim.
Mm-hmm.
And the chances, you have to be outstanding, and that's very hard.
Is there a possibility of you getting a scholarship as an athletic scholar?
But it's possible, but it's not probable.
I see. And what else do you do? What other sports do you play aside from swimming and baseball and football?
Well, I played baseball like a neighborhood team,
mm-hmm.
and what we did was we had a hockey team that we got together, neighborhood, and we played other neighborhoods, and that was as far as I went, you know, as far as organized hockey and organized baseball was as far as I got was neighborhood teams again, you know,
right.
just backyard baseball. And
well, it's a good training ground for other things, you know, it keeps you going too in sports. So you're not going to pursue this as a career?
No, it's just this fun time just now in the high school.
Well, who knows, we may see you there in the Super Bowl someday, then. You never can tell.
No, maybe, you know, if I gain enough weight and, you know, I might. I don't know. I can't tell right.
Well, thank you for being with us tonight, Scott.
Thank you.
And thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining me here tonight on Hearsay. I'm Peggy Rastiello.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we take you to a place not found on every map. A land where strange things become reality, where little people are an integral part of Uncle Flywheel's workshop.
And this is what happened last week in Uncle Flywheel's workshop.
Here we go.
Hey,
it's working.
Here we go. Wow. Neat. Yeah, he's going fast. He's coming over here.
Not bad, Stuart.
Thanks, Uncle Flywheel.
Stuart, you making him do that?
Yeah, just by turning this little button here. What's this one for, Uncle Flywheel?
Don't touch that one, Stuart.
It can't.
Stuart!
I didn't mean to do it.
Oh, Stuart.
I'm sorry. We'll put it back in. Put it back in, son.
I should have known. First the crayons and the snowblower, and now this. I'm trying, Stuart.
Oh, he's getting away. Get him.
Stuart, come back.
It's out of control. What if he hurts himself? Or if he hurts someone else?
I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Uncle Flywheel!
Uh-oh. Here they come. All of them? All of them. Do you think Uncle Flywheel just might be mad? Wouldn't you be?
Careful now, Stuart.
Okay.
Prop him up against the wall. Stuart,
Yes, Uncle Flywheel?
would you come here a minute, please?
Oh. Sure, Uncle Flywheel. Nice day for a walk, wasn't it? No, I guess it wasn't. Why don't I take out the trash?
Why don't you sit down, Stuart?
All right.
Now, Stuart, I spent several days working on that puppet, and several more days working on his control device. And I was very, very proud of my efforts. And in a matter of seconds, you managed to break the control device, send the puppet on a rampage, and send the three of us running through the forest. I don't know what I'm going to do with you, Stuart.
Why don't you send him up to his room without any supper? Why don't you spank him? Yeah!
I'm sorry, Uncle Flywheel. I really didn't mean to do it. It's just that sometimes I get so carried away. I always mess up. And I didn't mean to break it. And whatever you decide to do to me is all right by me.
Well, I guess there was a little bit of life left in his battery. But I think he's given me the answer, Stuart. If he can forgive you, then I certainly can. Now, what you're going to have to do is to take a little bit of time and help me to rebuild Androcles.
Androcles?
Yes, Androcles. It's a very interesting story. I'll have to tell it to you sometime. Well, boys and girls, well, hopefully next week, the Tiny Helpers, Stuart, Androcles, and I will be back. But until then, remember our motto. Each one, reach one. Good night.
Bye.
Hi, boys and girls. This is Stuart. Don't forget, we still have copies of our Uncle Flywheel coloring book, which you can get absolutely free. They have pictures of Uncle Flywheel, the Tiny Helpers, and of course me. These books are absolutely free, and you can get them by calling 659-4696. The number again is 659-4696. And don't forget to watch us next week on CINEKYD Theater. I'll be seeing you.
18 and you'd like to learn about acting, working with TV, cameras, radio, photography, and more, then you'll be glad to know that CINEKYD will be starting new sessions of its student programs in March. Track for ages 11 to 18 meets every Wednesday night from 7 to 9, beginning March 3rd. Tyro for ages 7 to 11 meets on Saturday mornings from 10 to 12, beginning March 6th. Both sessions run for 4 full weeks. Don't miss the excitement.
Very best. Then circle up with your family and friends at CINEKYD this Saturday night at 7:30. The feature will be the 1940 classic Santa Fe Trail, starring Errol Flynn, Olivia de Havilland, Van Heflin, and Ronald Reagan. Come out and see this thrilling Western, plus Chapter 9 of the exciting Captain Marvel serial. Tickets are $1.25 in advance, $1.50 at the door. Don't miss Santa Fe Trail this Saturday night at CINEKYD. For information, call 659-4696.
As you can see, there are quite a number of things happening here at CINEKYD. We'd like to extend to you an opportunity to come visit us, to attend one of the family movie nights. Better yet, if there's a young person in your home who's interested in the world of film, television, or radio production, it might be worth the call. 659-4696. We're always interested in meeting young people who are interested in acting or in developing technical proficiencies. CINEKYD's doors are open wide to hard workers of any age. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. Please join us again next week. Until then, this is Bob Clark. Thanks for being with us. Good night, and God bless.